Hello everyone, wishing you all a fantastic summer and welcome to my list for the summer 2021 anime. Now by the time this video comes out, the summer anime would have already kicked off. Most if not all would have already aired episode 2 respectively at least. I would have done this sooner, but I've been so busy with in real life stuff that I literally have no time to even make any videos that I wanted to make, especially about the spring anime. There were a lot of things I wanted to talk about at that time, but I might make them anyway regardless, but we'll see how it goes. So let's just get into the list. There are animes I was dead set on watching before summer started, but I still don't know the full scope of what's actually being released during summertime. Like, this is the first time I'm looking at this list. I haven't even gone through it yet, so I'm going to go through it now. I'm not sure if I'm going to be adding more animes to my list because my list is quite long already. There's more animes I'm watching than like winter and spring, but we'll see how it goes. If you guys have any anime that you would recommend to me, feel free to put it down in the comments below. Just don't put any spoilers, put a synopsis will be fine, or just recommend the name of the anime, English or in Japanese, it'll be fine. Okay, so first we have Tensei Shitara Slime Datta Ken, second season part 2. In English, it's The Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime. I've seen this anime a lot on the previous season's list, like in winter, spring, I think maybe even fall. But this series has constantly been appearing, and I think eventually I'd like to get into this, but just not now. Eventually I will. Maybe at the end of the year I would have already watched or caught up to where it is now. Okay, so moving on. So yeah, this is one I've been looking at as well. Kobayashi-san no Maid Dragon S. In English, it's Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S. Okay, so let's just read the synopsis. This is season 2. Okay, so I haven't watched season 1 yet, so I'm not going to read the synopsis just in case if there's any spoilers, but I have the gist of what it is about. A lot of my friends and people I know who watch anime speak highly of this and like really enjoyed this series, so I'm probably going to get into this. Okay, so here's another one I'm interested in, Tante wo mo shindeiru. In English, it's The Detective Is Already Dead. Okay, so let's just read the synopsis. During an airplane hijacking, a boy is suddenly pulled into becoming a girl's detective's assistant in order to resolve the incident. For the next couple of years, he experiences adventures as the detective pursues a mysterious organization. However, this is all in the past. After the detective's death, he is approached by a strange girl who seems weirdly familiar with the mysterious request. The detective is already dead, but something about her and her mission lives on. Okay, so the first episode, I watched this already. The first episode was broadcast was an hour special. I did not expect that at all, but I enjoyed it so far. I think it's pretty good. And this is one of the animes I was anticipating before the summer anime came out, so yeah, I'm just gonna continue watching this. Okay, so here's another one that somebody told me to watch. This is a long anime title, so let's see if I can get it. Otame game no Hametsu flag shikanai akuyaku rejo ni tensei shite shimata X. Okay, so this is season 2. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get into this, but it's like on my list. It depends if I can like watch season 1 and then get to season 2, because like a lot of these anime like this season is like a lot of them are second seasons, so you have to watch entire season 1 just to catch up to season 2. It's gonna be kind of tiring, so again, if I can stomach it, I'll watch season 1, then I'll get to season 2, but if not, I'll add it on my binge watch list. Okay, so here's another one I'm watching right now, Kanojo mo Kanojo. Okay, I'm just gonna read the synopsis first before I talk about it. Naoya is a first year in high school. He asks out Saki, a girl he has been in love with, and she agrees to be his girlfriend. He's currently on cloud 9, but then a beautiful girl named Nagisa comes up to Naoya one day and tells him that she wants to go out with him. Naoya feels himself wavering because Nagisa is such a good girl, and he comes to a decision. A new kind of rom-com from a rather unexpected decision is about to begin. Okay, so this is like a pretty vague kind of description, but oh god. This anime. Okay, so basically the main protagonist, the guy, is dating this girl right here. Okay, and apparently this girl, Nagisa, confessed to him and even like made him lunch or something. So the protagonist had the bright idea to, you know, like ask his current girlfriend if two timing is, you know, is fine, like ask permission, because you know that's what normal people do nowadays, you know. for those who are watching this anime, you unless you haven't watched anything, like any trailers or any of the synopsis, you know exactly what you're gonna get into. This this is like a mixture of cringe and hilarious at the same time. I've watched until episode 2 already. It's pretty hilarious, okay? But I'm enjoying it so far, but it kind of feels like a guilty pleasure. I just want to see what's gonna happen, because like if this happens in real life, in no way is this gonna be like a funny thing. I'm watching this, I'm enjoying it. It's really funny. I would recommend this to the age of like maybe 17, maybe 18 and above, because it gets pretty suggestive, but nothing too, like, it hasn't reached the like inappropriate level yet. But I think that the premise itself is already inappropriate considering, but I'm just pretty curious. But I'm also following this because 3 voice actresses who I enjoyed their work are featured in this anime, so that being Ri Takahashi, Ayane Sakura, and Ayana Taketatsu. I might have mixed up the names, but yeah, so I enjoy their work. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep watching this. I'm enjoying it so far. It's pretty funny, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so let's just keep going. Boruto, I'm not gonna be watching that right now. I heard the episodes are getting good, but I'm just gonna keep binge watching it. Okay, so here's another one I'm gonna be watching. Mahoka Koko no Yu Tose. In English, it's The Honor at Magic High School. Okay, so I'm not gonna read the synopsis, but basically this is a spin-off to the original, which was The Irregular at Magic High School. And so the original was focusing on the main protagonist, the guy, and now this one is focusing on it's like they flipped the coin, so this is focusing on the female protagonist, or one of them at least. I actually have not watched the first series. I've watched a few episodes from this one already, and I'm enjoying it so far, but I'm gonna end up backtracking to the first series just to understand how the magic works in this series, in this anime series, so I wouldn't get confused down the line. But yeah, they have a first series and they have a movie, I think, and a few OVAs, so I'm probably might not watch the OVAs, but I'll catch up to the first series, the movie, and then I'll watch this one in tandem with the ones I haven't watched yet. So I understand, because a lot of people I know, some enjoy it and some don't enjoy it. I can understand both sides. I can understand why they like it, why they don't like it. So personally, I'm gonna get into it and see what I think about it down the line. I might do a review later on. Okay, so let's just keep going. Okay, I'm just gonna skim through these mostly. Okay, so I just want to talk about this one, Wonder Egg Priority Special Edition. So I have not watched the series from Wonder Egg Priority. I didn't dismiss it, but I was just like, okay, I'll just add it to my list later. I really like, apparently people I know, everyone I know said that Wonder Egg Priority is really good. So I'm gonna get into that soon. I'm just not gonna watch it now, and I'm not gonna watch this one now either. This one is a concluding episode to the series, because the final episode of that series like ended on like is anticlimactic, or like didn't end properly, but this one they came out and said, okay, this is the actual concluding episode. Okay, so I'd like to briefly mention this one. It's called Shiroi Suna no Aquatope. Okay, so in English it's called The Aquatope on White Sand, right? So let's check the synopsis. A former idol goes to Okinawa and finds a new life helping a struggling aquarium from shutting down. Okay, that's pretty like brief, but I was suggested this because the studios does like fantastic work. I was suggested this, so I think that this one I most likely will not be watching like as of like while it's airing, but I will get to it, so it's on my list. So let's just keep moving on. Okay, so Love Life Superstar. I'm not sure if it's a part of the series that aired like a few years ago, but if it is, I'm gonna get into that once I've watched the previous series. So if this one's a spin-off or like a continuation, I'm not gonna get into that now, but if it is, I might watch it now. We'll see. But for now, just like the Aquatope on White Sand, I'll just keep it in on my list, not as one I'm gonna be watching now. Okay, so there's not much else I'm planning on watching. Yeah, okay, so that's it. So let's just go on to movies. Okay, so going into movies, okay, this one, Jose Totara to Sakana-tachi. In English, it's called Jose, the Tiger and the Fish. Okay, so I've actually watched this film already. I watched it like last month, the 18th of June, something like that. So let's just read the synopsis first. Suneo, an ordinary college student and avid diver, unexpectedly becomes the caretaker of a wheelchair-bound young woman in order to raise money for this dream to go diving in Mexico. This young woman, who calls herself Jose after her favorite book character, is solid and demanding, but as Suneo helps Jose interact with the outside world and learns more about Jose's unique perspective, their feelings grow into love. The two begin to support each other in ways beyond just romance. Okay, so as the synopsis already implies, it is a romance kind of anime movie. This movie is pretty emotional and touching, and I highly recommend it to those who like those kind of genre movies. I'll do a non-spoiler review for this movie maybe next week or so, because I want enough people to watch it first before I upload anything about it. But I won't be talking anything about spoilers, I won't be doing a spoiler review because I don't think that I have much to say about it in terms of spoilers. I just think it's a really good movie, and again, I recommend it to almost anybody, even if they're not into the drama slash romance genre. So aside from that, I'm not really looking for other movies. I don't think there's any other movies right now that I'm planning on watching. Nope. Yeah, so let's just move on. Okay, so OVAs. I'm gonna be watching this one, Tonikaku Kawaii SNS. In English, it's Tonikawa Over the Moon for You SNS. I assume SNS stands for Social Networking Service. I'm not sure if any other abbreviations for SNS. I'm not familiar with any other ones, but yeah, I'm gonna watch this. I thought this was supposed to come out in spring, but turns out it comes out in summer. So let's just read the synopsis. When Nasa is called in to work suddenly, Tsukasa faces her first night alone since they are married. Struck with loneliness, she takes a hold of the smartphone that Nasa gave her as a gift. Even when apart, they remain connected at the heart. This is a pretty wholesome anime. I've watched the series. I'm not sure if there's going to be a season 2, but I've watched the 12 or 13 episode series. Really wholesome. I enjoy it. A lot of people enjoyed it as far as I'm aware, and if it's gonna get more episodes, I really wouldn't mind. I think it's really good. So I think that's all. And oh, and this one, Euro Camp Season 2 Specials. In English, it's Laid Back Camp. I am most likely not gonna watch this if I haven't watched Season 1 and Season 2 yet, so this one can also be on my binge watch or to watch list. So I don't think there's any more. Okay, now this is a lot of 3D animation animes. Okay, I'm just gonna skip all these. So that is all for my summer anime list. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. I hope you enjoy whatever shows that are coming out that you are anticipating or you are looking forward to watch. Again, feel free to leave down below your suggestions or any animes that I haven't picked here that you would suggest to me. Have a good day, enjoy your summer anime, and I'll see you all soon. Take care and bye.